Hey YouTube, it's Dimitri, and today we're going to talk about why I have no interns for this year of 2024. I think I would like to share with you guys just a little bit about the interactions I have with universities, also why I'm not having interns and why this is actually such a huge struggle for many companies. This might kind of help you guys understand why an internship is often much harder to find than a full-time job here. So let's just start off with the internships. Internships are challenging because I have to actually create a project for you. Now, at massive, large banks, you have all these layers and people, and we can just bring interns in and we'll find something for them to do. I find often internships are a big waste of time in these big institutions. Because it's kind of a crapshoot. It's a 50-50 probability that you'll really hit a really meaningful internship. So there are quite a few that put you on a real project where you gain real skills. And there are 50% of them where people just want interns. And so they have interns and they kind of work on things and you don't add much value. And also you aren't going to be learning that much information either because it's not really a real project here. So I worked at a tiny startup here, especially compared to working at a global bank where I'd been for quite a long time here. I have to create a project though for anyone who joins. So for me, it is a huge time commitment to have an intern because I have to create projects that could be completed in a 3-month period. I have to find projects that also aren't going to be so proprietary that I can actually share them. So you could work on this project, have enough insight into the project to add value. And also, I don't want you to join the firm, work for 3 months, get paid, not get paid, I don't really know. And then at the end of the day, you don't learn anything out of it though. So it is a huge commitment, it is a huge project. I have to plan everything and make sure you have all these pieces and processes together. And then on top of this, I have to get all the tech lined up so that you can access things. So a lot of data that firms use, for example, it's not just proprietary because I'm greedy and I want to hide this data. No, the data that we purchase from vendors, those vendors in federal law as well have compliance issues. I can't just share people's information because I purchased it. I don't just own the data. You have to be a good steward of the data. That data is not to get out. That there's all kinds of restrictions for example, there's something called PPI, which is like personal identifiable information. Maybe it's PII. But anyways, information that can identify who a person is. For example, even on model development, like we don't see it because we don't need it. So again, even internally, we kind of create those divides here. So the reason I don't have interns, the reason most small firms don't have interns is it is a ton of work to set up an internship because I have to plan and set up a project just for you to be able to do that here. So that's kind of a challenging piece on that. Now, the other piece I wanted to kind of mention here is going to be schools that reach out to me wanting other things. So something else that's really cool and I wish we could do, and again, I can't do it because I don't have the time. Some universities reach out to me and they would like to do more or less like course credits, which I think is actually really cool. I just don't have the time to do it. But what happens is some of these great master's programs go out and say, hey, companies in the industry, find some great project that you have, give it to one of our students, guide them through things, make sure they learn, make sure they add value to your company. They will work for you and get a project done for you, all for free. And that student will get class credits. Now, that is awesome. I want to see more of these. I wish I could do it with the schools that I've been kind of chatting with, but it's like, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to structure all these things. This is why most small firms don't do interns. That's why typically only the big, massive banks do, because they're bloated. They have lots of time and structures and people to organize these and put these things together. The other thing too is going to be sponsorship of events and investments. So a few programs have wanted me to help sponsor them. So what this means, they have some sort of event. We make some sort of donation, financial donation supporting this. And then they often try to tout like, well, we could get, students for you and we could put your name on this and all our students would be really excited. And they're like, think this is like I don't know, I'll give you an example here. Give me a second. And they give you some of these benefits. So some of these benefits are going to be things like, oh, they put your logo on their website, or, you can help, find recruiting events, and you can, submit capstone projects, and you can, it's tough, guys. It is tough. The reason it's tough is because once programs contact me wanting me to work with them, one of the requirements, though, is that program has to generate students of top quality to be able to do the work with me. I don't want to hold people's hand and babysit. This is also another reason why we don't do internships often, is how much time, how much effort can I give to a student for an internship or for one of these projects or for a sponsored event. It's just a lot of work here. Also, these programs, again, try to get different programs going and want to work with the industry, and they just want money from it, which is fine. I get it, right? I would love to do it. I wish my YouTube channel made enough money that I could donate to students and I could provide all this value here. But as a university, I think you need to really think about how you're going to add value back to that company. One of these is that when they ask me for advice on how to structure programs, and I tell them, you need to have these courses covered, and these other courses you provide are complete garbage and a waste of my time, they continue to teach all of them, and they're part of the core curriculum. And so then I don't want to work with these programs on recruiting students because it's not a good use of my value and my time here. So again, this is why programs have target programs as well, is because you want to find a program that works well with your company and with your industry and with your specific area of focus and modeling. Because I need to get value out of you as a student, as an intern. I need to get value out of any program that I donate money to. I have to justify doing these sorts of things. And unfortunately, as I've kind of been posting here with some of the Reels or YouTube Shorts, whatever they call them, there is a big disconnect between academia and the industry. And even when I'm going to meetings to discuss this, these programs will bring in a bunch of industry practitioners. They'll ask us questions, and everybody has a different opinion. And often the people that have different opinions than me are people that actually aren't working in quant finance. They are the senior manager of consulting of financial services. And it's like, so where are you wanting to put your students? Quant finance or consulting? Because these aren't the same thing. Like, where are you targeting? So anyways, programs drive me nuts. I wish I could be more helpful. Again, money's tight in general, right? We're kind of in a tight spot industry-wide. Tech's laying off massively. Banks are laying off massively. Again, programs, I wish I could help you more. Students, I really wish I could create awesome projects for you guys, but I am drowning in my work as it is. And unfortunately, I don't have the time, and often many small firms do not. So that is why most companies that are smaller don't do internships, and that is why big companies typically do. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And as always, until next time.